Hello and welcome to Yellow Sticker Dinner. I am just filling up this kettle because I want to try and save some time. I'm going to try and do a short video today. I'm making some broccoli, lemon, garlic pasta. That was quite nice, wasn't it? If you watched my last video where I made some lovely fritters, I picked up a bunch of vegetables for a grand total of €2. I got this stuff, which is like nice, lovely purple sprouting broccoli. It was originally €3. I got it for 5 cents. I got 2 packs of that. I'm only going to use one of them. And because here's one I prepared earlier, I have this stuff cooking in the oven, roasting it. Lovely. See those tomatoes as well there? I got those a few days ago. I can't remember, about a week ago maybe. It was when I got AI to help me make a stew, which I will link up there somewhere. So I've got broccoli and tomatoes cooking away in the oven. They've been in there for about 15 minutes or so. They should be ready in about 20 minutes. First of all, I'm going to do is I'm just going to weigh out and use this pot, and I'm going to weigh out some pasta. I don't normally use my scales for many things at all. But I do weigh out my grains and things like that, like rice, pasta, oats, because it's way too easy to overestimate your eating ability and just pour in big handfuls. So a usual portion of pasta is 75 grams of dry pasta each. I'm making 2 portions of this stuff, so I'm going for 150 grams. And that's it there. I got this from the zero waste shop. I don't normally have the financial means to shop there as much as I would like to, but if I can, I always will. They are very reasonable. It is obviously a little bit more expensive than the big giant mega supermarkets, but what you're paying for a little bit more in ingredient price, you're getting back in saving the planet. So you're paying for the food, saving the planet. Everybody wins. And you know, zero waste shops are actually brilliant for all of those kind of pantry items: grains, chickpeas, nuts, beans, oils. That's washing machine liquid. You know, and like, if you can, you should try to shop there. But back to the back off the soapbox and into the Yellow Sticker Dinner. You know, so basically I bought this broccoli for 5 cents, and I think that allows me to shop and get some whole wheat pasta. Fusilli, I believe it was, from the zero waste shop. And like I said, it is reasonable. So, you know, how much garlic you use depends on how much you like. I like a lot of garlic, so I'm going to use a lot of garlic because garlic is king. Unfortunately, this garlic, by the way, was full price. I know. I got it in Dunn's. It was 49 cents for the bulb. But you know what? Garlic is good to have, and I do like it. So I'm just trying to peel this. My kettle is boiled. I'm just going to run straight in, put this on a nice high heat, like a 5 or a 6 out of 6. As you saw me put some salt in there, and I'm just going to put enough in to cover it. And I'm going to put that on a nice rapid hot boil. Let me use this guy here. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. Probably won't use him at all. Just going to stir that in, make sure nothing gets stuck in there. I'm just going to put that on a nice high boil for like 8 to 10 minutes. Boom, beautiful. Where was I? Trying to peel this last piece of garlic. Where was I going to say? What was I up to? Oh yeah, so lemon broccoli pasta. What's different, well, slightly different about this is that I would normally make my own kind of tomato-based pasta sauce, but I don't have any tins of tomatoes. So the experiment today is whether or not I can make a nice, tasty pasta that doesn't use any kind of tomato-based sauce. And my plan is to try to use garlic, some lemon zest and some lemon juice. That's the leftover lemon I had from the dip that I made from the fritters. So I'm going to squeeze in this juice and I'm going to zest the full one. It's very difficult to zest a pre-cut lemon, which is why I'm going to zest the whole one. You end up just kind of squishing it quite a lot. So basically I'm just peeling this garlic. I kind of gave up using garlic crushers a good while ago because I prefer my garlic chunkier. But whatever suits you, whatever floats your boat, that's what works for you. Relatively traditional recipe. A lot of lemon broccoli pastas, first of all, they have chicken in them, and they also use like cream cheese as a creamy saucy base. I have recently descended into veganism, so I'm going to forgo that cream cheese saucy base, which is why I'm going to go for a simple olive oil base. But I'm going to go extra garlic and extra lemon juice to hopefully balance it all out. I can just hear my pasta boiling there in the other room, so that's a good sign. I am going to check on it when I've finished chopping this garlic up. You know, I'm not being too precise with the size of my garlic chunks. I personally prefer big fat chunks that you cook up, let them become kind of fragrant in the pan. And then they kind of give you like a little garlic explosion. But because you cook them down a little bit, they lose that harsh garlic flavor and take on a nice sweet fragrance. It's just delicious. It's my preferred way of eating garlic. Let me just compost these little bits. Let me check on that pasta. Also, I'm more checking to make sure it doesn't actually boil over. Nice. If you are new to the channel, this is Yellow Sticker Dinner. I go to the reduced section of my local supermarket, see whatever I think is edible, and then try to make a meal out of it. Sometimes I end up with some random ingredients, and I'll still try and make something weird with them. Sometimes I end up with more traditional stuff. But I'm always trying to be successful. I'm always trying to make nice, tasty food. Ooh, I am going to have to quickly let them rest back in the oven while I'm going to take the lid off the pan. But still, I want to have that nice hot boil so we get that pasta cooked up nice and quick. Right, so I was with my pasta. Like I said, I cooked these for about 20 minutes, 10 minutes on each side. I gave them a little turn halfway through. You can kind of see the leaves of the broccoli have kind of browned a little bit. I'm not too worried about that. The stalks are nice and soft, still a little bit tender. And all I did was put a little bit of salt and pepper and tossed in olive oil as well. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. So I'm just gonna, I don't want big, massive, long stalks in my bowl of pasta. So all I'm going to do is just chop those into more palatable, bite-sized chunks. Something that would fit on a fork or a spoon. That's it, that's my broccoli done. Little tip, by the way, I don't know if you've noticed or not, I always have a little towel just thrown into my trousers. It's just handy to have, I always like it. I saw someone doing it somewhere. I thought it was a good idea, so I adopted it. It's not a Yellow Sticker Dinner original. I'm sure it's quite common in the culinary world. So I'm just going to put these on here so I don't forget about them. See, because if you watch my last fritter video, I cut up some garnish and then just completely forgot to use it. Just threw it on at the end after I'd after I finish my dish. With those fritters, by the way, let's just check that past to see how that's getting on. And we'll get the pan on as well. Whew, very, very steamy. Gonna get the back left hob on for the big frying pan. Nice, generous amount of olive oil. Because that's gonna be the bulk of my sauce base, I suppose. It's not gonna be an olive oil sauce, but it's gonna be olive oily-ish. I went for whole wheat fusilli because that's pretty good. I went for whole wheat fusilli because if you can get some extra health for the same price, go for it. Get brown rice, get brown flour, brown brown everything if you can. So I'm just gonna drain that and let it soak back, or let it sit back in the pot again for a minute, off the heat. And that could just sit there and wait till my garlic and pasta is ready to go. And actually, you know what? Because this one is still hot, I may as well use this hob here. Get that oil going. And we're literally only a couple of minutes away from serving. And while we wait, I shall zest my lemon. And what I'm waiting for, by the way, is just for this hob, for the oil to kind of warm up a little bit so it's ready for the garlic. Nice little sizzle. I've got the finest grater grain that I have, and I'm going for just the yellow of the lemon. I don't want the white, just want the yellow bit. I don't want the pith, because the pith sounds like I'm saying another word with a lisp. But the pith is a harsh kind of like nasty flavor, and the zest, the yellow bit, is what you're looking for. And again, I'm going to go heavy on the lemon, heavy on the olive oil, heavy on the garlic. Okay, let's throw that garlic in. So all I'm doing with this garlic, nice little sizzle, I like it, is just going to cook that for a minute or so on its own. Keep on looking at it. I did use that. Going to cook this on its own for a minute, make sure it gets into the garlic. Toss it around in the oil, make sure. If smell-o-vision existed, then you'd be in for a treat. If you could smell what I could smell right now, I could just cook garlic all day, because I love the smell of it. Okay, you can see that that's slightly already starting to turn. And all I'm doing is, I just wanted to get that aroma. I want that kind of garlicky smell. Sorry, that little random piece is really annoying me. Now, I'm going to throw in my broccoli and tomatoes. Now, those tomatoes, I only had 4 left, but I just wanted to use them up. If I had more, I would have used more. And stir these around. Make sure they all have a little dance together. Have a little party in the pan. And then I'm going to throw in the pasta now as well, which has slightly stuck to the bottom of this pan. Okay, right, next, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, a little bit more olive oil. Brilliant. Give this a little toss. Ooh. You can see that tomato has been touching the bottom of the pan. That's kind of browned up a little bit. That's good. Not a bad thing. Okay, turn the hob off. Let's get some lemon juice in there, shall we? I'm using like a large half of a lemon, more than half of a lemon. And where's this zest? Here we go. My hob is kind of getting a little bit full here. So after I put this lemon in, I'm going to clean up a touch. Okay. Give me back some of my workspace, shall we? That can go over here. That can go in here. These can all go in back in here. Oh, do you know what I need? Let me give this a little toss. And then I'll throw in to kind of like send this quick, easy pasta dish over the top. To send it over the edge, it needs some chili flakes or some spice. But at the moment, I'm just going to stir in, make sure all that lemon zest and juice mingles with the olive oil and the garlic and the broccoli and the tomatoes. Yummy, look at that. Super quick, healthy dish. Using 5 cents broccoli. 5 cents broccoli. I think the tomatoes were like 20 cents for like a whole tray. I believe it was 20 cents. So there's probably about 3 cents of tomatoes in there as well. Chili flakes, right. I've got a little bag of chili flakes in here. There they are. This came when I bought another pasta sauce at a market. And he gave me a very hard sell, actually, if I'm honest. I feel like I didn't actually really want it, and I was just kind of forced to buy it from the guy. He's a very good salesman. But it came with a, as you can see there, it's a nice healthy bag. It came with a jar, and I thought, like, you know, it was a jar of sauce about this big, and this bag of chili flakes, and let's just sprinkle some of those in there, just a small amount. They're quite spicy. I can always add more if I want to. But yeah, I thought it was gonna be like kind of like a thing where you add the whole bag in with the whole jar of sauce, and that's what you do. And then I tasted it, and I was like, whew, I'm glad I did not do that, because I would have ruined that particular dish. Okay, I am ready to serve this bad boy up. Let's get a little bowl. At this point, if you had some Parmesan, you could grate some on. If you don't have that, you could put some cheddar on. I'm a vegan now, unfortunately for me, so I shall not do that. Like I said, this will give you two nice healthy portions of pasta. And there it is. You can see the broccoli, there's some garlic there. I'm sure there's some tomato. Did I get some tomato in there? Let me go back and make sure I get a piece of tomato. There we go. 2 pieces of tomato. And let's do a taste test. Okay. I can see some chili flakes. The broccoli is still firm-ish. You know what I mean? It's been cut through, but it's got a nice firmness to it. That kind of, you know, it's just nice. The tomato, actually, I wish I had more tomatoes. More of these tomatoes would have been lovely in this. If it was like half tomatoes, half broccoli, it would have been chef kiss. I'm going to put a tiny bit more chili flakes in, because I like chili flakes. But the lemon is beautiful. Lemon and broccoli. What a combo. Whoever came up with that first. Okay. Like I said, if you had some cheese or something like that, you don't need a sauce. You really don't. The olive oil and the lemon juice does enough. You know, it's slightly drier pasta, but it doesn't taste dry. You know, it's not a pasta soup. It's just nice cooked pasta. Fried garlic and roasted broccoli. It's lovely. Nutritional yeast is something that vegans use as a cheese substitute. I used it the other day in my fritters video, And I'm gonna sprinkle some over here, and I may be ruining this. I'm not advocating doing this yet, but this is my replacement for Parmesan. You may be able to hear Lollipop in the other room greeting the neighbors who are just walking past. You know what? Personally, I think it's better without the cheese flavor. It's not bad, but the cheese flavor kind of takes away some of the lemoniness, and I think it's better without it. I'm glad I did it. Wouldn't do it again. Hold on, Lolly, this way. This way. Good girl. Hello. Do you want to say hello? Look, who's this? Good girl. Well, that's it from me and Lollipop. Thanks for watching Yellow Sticker Dinner.